I just came back from a cruise. I had so much fun, and I wanted to share with you, since this is a fashion channel, some do's and don'ts of what to wear and what not to wear on a cruise, and just a few tips of just general, if you're going on a cruise, don't do this because I already made the mistake and I don't want you to. This is a little bit different from my normal content. I hope you enjoy, and let's get started. Let's start off with a do. One do that I just really loved on our last cruise was do bring clothing that you can wear in either multiple different ways or just more than once. Maybe you can style them differently, or they have more than one purpose. We had to fly to get to the port, so I wore this Spanx lounge set, which I love, and I wore it with some sneakers that both looked cute with the lounge set, but I could also use to work out in on the ship. I didn't do a lot of working out. I basically just did some stretches and stuff, but I wanted the option to work out, and I did not want to have to bring a pair of cute sneakers and a pair of workout sneakers, so I brought a pair of sneakers that I could do both. And the lounge set I could have used on the boat to go to a spa appointment or something like that. I forget the other time that I wore it. I think maybe just down to breakfast or something like that. I also brought a bathing suit that was not only reversible, but I could also change up the way I tied the suit to make it look completely different. I did bring, I think, 3 bathing suits, but I ended up wearing this one, I want to say either 2 or 3 times. And it was the same bathing suit, but it looked different. So ultimately I could have just brought this bathing suit, but that was definitely very helpful. You don't have to bring a 2-in-1, 3-in-1 bathing suit, but it is helpful if you're trying to pack everything on a carry-on. Don't be afraid of wearing things that you would not normally wear in your day-to-day life on a cruise. I feel like on a cruise, anything goes, and when I think of cruises, I think bright colors, festive outfits, even something that's a little bit more sexy than you normally would wear. It is all okay on a cruise. And I think going for brighter, more interesting, more fun prints and colors for the cruise will really make you happy in the long run. And I think you'll like it better when you look back on the picture. Now, I love neutrals, and I'll show you some neutral outfits I wore on my cruise, but I also had a beautiful pink maxi dress that I wore the day that we were in Key West. A woman that was with us on the cruise wore this beautiful red bathing suit with these beautiful printed pants, and I thought I just loved her outfit. And she even said that's not something she would wear in her day-to-day life, but on a cruise it was perfect. Don't only bring your warm weather stuff. You're bringing tank tops and sundresses and things that are definitely for hotter weather. But let me just tell you, you're definitely going to end up getting chilly at some point. Maybe it's going to get some coffee in the morning for breakfast, or maybe it's windy out on the ship deck, or maybe it's going to be chilly at night. It was definitely chilly in the afternoons and very windy on certain parts of our cruise. And so I was very happy that I brought some items that I could throw over whatever I was wearing to keep me warm. I think just bringing 1 or 2 sweatshirts or a half zip, even that lounge set that you wore to travel in, is really all you need. Do not bring a steamer or an iron. They will not let you on the ship with those things. They don't allow steamers on the ship. I think it's a fire hazard, and they do have you can pay for it to be steamed, but I would suggest packing in a way where your clothes are not going to get that wrinkled. So roll them up, or just plan that as soon as you get there to turn on the shower and get some steam going so that you can let out the wrinkles, or bring an anti-wrinkle spray. Do remember to take pictures about an hour before the sun goes down. We almost missed this, and we're just scurrying around on our on our deck trying to take pictures in this gorgeous light, and we did get some, but if we would have planned a little bit better, we would have gotten dressed and gone up on one of the decks and taken pictures up there in the beautiful scenery before the sun went down. You can take pictures on the boat. They cost tons of money, and they give like this kind of cheesy backdrop, so you can do that as well, but we just took our own pictures. And I think if you plan well, you can take your own pictures and have some beautiful outdoor scenery. Don't go on the cruise without trying on your clothes first. Whenever you're at home and you have some time, go ahead and try on everything that you're planning on wearing on the cruise, your dinner dresses, your day stuff, whatever it is, and just make sure it fits, make sure it looks good, looks the way you want it to, because you don't want to get on the cruise boat and then put on the dress that you just ordered and find out it doesn't fit, or just so you don't like the way it looks or something. So just make sure you take the time to try everything on before you get on the cruise, and that will save you a lot of pain and heartache once you get there. Do dress up for dinner. Now, you don't have to, and with cruises, anything goes. We did specialty dining when we went on a cruise, and I will say that most people were pretty dressed up, and we definitely dressed up because we just wanted to. We wanted to take the opportunity to get dressed up and be fancy. And I'm very glad I did. I know that, you could just wear flip-flops and a shirt and go to the buffet or something like that. Totally do that if that's your vibe and you're like, I don't want to mess with getting dressed up or anything. But if you're a person who likes to get dressed up, this is a great opportunity to wear the thing that you maybe wouldn't normally wear back at home. And so we really took advantage of that and are very glad that we did. Another reason why I liked dressing up for dinner is because we did early dinners every night. And then after dinner, one time we went to a show. And another time we just kind of watched this like 80s party happening. But we felt basically dressed for any occasion. So when I went to the show, I didn't feel like, oh gosh, I need to go back and change. I felt I could have gone to any event they were having on the cruise and I would have been properly dressed. This is one that I just learned, and I would have never thought that this was possible, but do use a professional to help you plan your cruise, because the biggest reason that you're probably gonna like is that you save money. You save about 25% when you work with someone who has access to the travel, I guess it's the travel agent rate. I don't think it's necessarily all travel agents have access to this, but if you use a professional that has access to specialty cruise rates, you will get a better deal. You'll get a discounted rate, and not only a discounted rate, but you usually get an onboard credit. You get someone to actually book your rooms close together. You have someone that would book excursions for you. You have someone to book your dining if you need that. You basically get a white glove concierge service that can help you plan which cruise to go on, which cruise would be right for you. If you have a group, which one would be the best or whatever your goals are. And it doesn't have to be a big group. It could just be you or just, you and your friend. I didn't realize that you can save so much money by going through these people. So I have someone that we used. I will link her information down below if you want to check her out. Her name's Kathy. She's amazing. But this cruise was just no muss, no fuss. I mean, it was relaxing and enjoyable from start to finish. She also books like luxury vacations to Africa and the Galapagos and all that kind of stuff. But she did our cruise, and I can't say enough good things. So I would use someone like her, or I'll leave her link, or someone like her to plan your cruise if you are in the planning stages. Don't bring shoes that are going to be uncomfortable. Now, I know for the fancy nights, we want to wear heels, and I wore heels and that was fine. But if you are planning on getting off the boat and walking around wherever your boat is docked, you are not going to want to wear heels or like uncomfortable shoes. You're going to end up regretting that, because you are going to do a lot of walking or you want to look around. It's just not happening. So I would bring some cute but comfortable sandals or flat shoes, and I would make that be the main part of your cruise journey. Maybe have one pair of heels that you wear for dinner time, but for the most part, you really want your shoes to be of the comfortable variety. Do bring cover-ups, because when you have your bathing suit on and you're going to go down to the hot tub or the pool or something, you're probably going to want something over it, because you're kind of walking near people who. I like to have a cute cover-up. I enjoyed my cute cover-ups on this cruise. It could just be a button-up top. It could be an actual cover-up, but I do think that is important to bring at least one. If you're not super crazy about a port location, or if there's one that you feel like you could skip, for us it was Nassau in the Bahamas. We've all been to Nassau, and we just didn't really feel like there was anything we really wanted to do there. So we took that as our day to do our spa appointments, and then to also enjoy the hot tubs, which were not crowded at all because everyone was at the port. So even in the areas that are normally very crowded, they were not crowded. My friend and I basically had a hot tub all to ourselves, and it was just very nice and relaxing. So that was a great day to just kind of relax and recharge on the ship. Now this one, if it's in your budget and you are considering it, I do recommend doing the VIP treatment. We went on Celebrity Cruises, and their VIP is called the Retreat. And I gotta be honest, I really liked those areas. And I personally just like areas that are more private and don't have a ton of people and are a little more exclusive. And I felt like it was worth it. A lot of cruises, everything's not included unless you get a certain drink package or something like that. And so, but all the specialty coffees were included, the drinks were included, and even the fine dining that was included with the retreat, I felt like was really nice and just very upscale. So I thought it was worth it. There's a lot of perks you get from doing the VIP treatment at a lot of these cruises. You can check it out to see if it's worth it or not. But if it's something that you're looking into, I thought it was worth it. I know every cruise boat is different, but often they have a special area for you to check in. They have a lot more staff at your disposal. You have a better view, you have a better room, and just a lot more exclusive spaces when you do choose the VIP ticket versus the regular ticket. Don't forget to turn your phone to airplane mode. I did this. I did not even know that, because I have an international plan on my phone, but it did not cover cruises. I didn't understand that. It did not cover cruise boats, but I had my phone in airplane mode almost the whole time, and then somehow I turned it off. And then I started getting charged for international roaming. So either make sure your phone is on airplane mode the whole time and do Wi-Fi, or call your phone company and make sure you set up whatever plan you need to do so that you don't get these crazy charges. Do bring at least one set of workout gear, even if you're not sure if you're gonna work out. I ended up not working out at all, but I did go to the gym to just kind of stretch, and I really just wanted to hang out there and just kind of do whatever felt good at the time. And I was really glad that I had my workout gear. I didn't want the cruise to be something where I felt like I had to go and do a hard workout or anything like that, but I was glad that I brought that for that specific reason. Do book spa appointments if that's what you enjoy. Yes, they are overpriced on the cruise. Yes, mine was fabulous, but don't buy all the upgrades. I think there was an upgrade for some kind of hot towel, anti-muscle tension, blah, 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 blah for $20. And I was like, oh, that sounds great. But it was basically a hot towel with some lavender oil on it or something. So that was not worth $20. So I would just be careful with all the upgrades. But if you like to have a spa appointment and a massage or a facial is something that you see as being a wonderful part of your cruise, they are overpriced, but if you're on a cruise, go for it. And do take pictures of your passport and your license before you leave. Hopefully you're not going to lose any of those, but you just never know. And anytime I travel, or especially if I go international or anything like that, I always take a picture of my passport, my driver's license, and just make sure I have that online somewhere, and I send it to someone or have it printed out so that I have a copy of it just in case. So those are some of my tips for going cruising. I hope you are going to have a good time on your cruise. If you haven't planned it and you want help planning it, I would definitely check out Kathy below. I'll leave her information, or just someone similar to Kathy, so you get the best deal possible. And let me know what you think, and let me know what cruise you're going on and where you're going, and I will see you next time.